Oh fuck. Ugh.
Something stuck in my throat. All right. Let's do this preseason. This is going to be a quick stream. Turn my light on. Get some light in here. I don't even think we're going to start the league today. I might be back. I might stream Skyrim later tonight. Might. But we will see on that one. We're definitely going to do this Bonnyrigg Rose preseason right now. And I am a weirdo. I like to play friendlies. And maybe we'll do the season opening match, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know if the stream is going to go over a couple of hours. There we go. And we're chasing Anlyle Bronsky. Anlyle? Yeah. Ainsley? Looks like it's Ainsley, actually. Ainsley Bronsky, whatever. Bronsky, the midfielder. A wonder kid, essentially. A Scottish wonder kid from Partick Thistle, who we've had an eye on. He played for Stenhousemuir last season and almost got them promoted. He's got a cap already at under 19 level, it says there. And it says Bronsky is excited to prove himself on loan, so hopefully he accepts that. We get, I believe this is this a loan offer? Yeah, it's a loan offer. So one sec. Let me just check here. Because I might not want to do this loan, actually. And I actually think that I'm going to deny this loan. He's not a bad player. I kind of like him as a player. There's some good things about him. But first off, he can't really play center back. He's not really a center back option with his marking, tackling, and height. We can always put in another offer. I'm definitely not going to give him regular starter. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons not to do this. And also, we want a winger. We're only going to have one slot left if we get Bronsky. So we want a winger, not a fullback. I'm just not going to talk about it. Don't worry. Stuff happens. And the Viaplay Cup starting today. That's why we're doing this. It's not really friendlies. It's the Viaplay Cup. I mean, it's a cup. Like, if we go through, we get to play more games. Last year, we got through the group and got an unfortunate draw against Hearts. But last season is a League 2 club. We beat, who did we beat? We were a League 2 club, and we beat Livingston, who I believe were League 1, Partick Thistle, who I believe were League 1, Spartans, who were League 1, and Clyde, who I think were... You know what? Because one of these teams must have been... and then we lost to Hearts, right, who are Premier League. But one of these teams must have been from the championship. I think Livingston was in the championship, and we beat them as well. But we had very good results in this competition last time, partially because I think we played our A team in it, but this time we're going to rotate some players in, and who knows if that affects our results negatively. Let me see here. Is Diamond playing for St. Mirren now? Oh, that's a different Diamond. There's a fullback named Diamond in League 2 last year. I didn't know if he'd moved all the way up to St. Mirren. Oh, and here we go. Groundskeeper asked for field size alterations, and I would like the field to be longer. That's kind of crazy. 120 by 79 is ridiculous. The correct dimension is 105 by 68. It's so unique. I kind of want to keep it. It's so unlike any of the other options that we have. It's like none of these other options are even close to it. It's very close to standard, but it's just like I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's standard, but a little bit smaller. It's kind of in between the standard and the minimum allowed. It's going to give us an offensive and I think it also fits for the lack of pace in the league. I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. I said that I was going to alter it, but 105 yards isn't the shortest field, and I'm not terribly concerned about the width. And 74 yards seems a little a little wide to me. It's a huge difference, though. 61 is incredibly narrow, though. Like, the minimum allowed is so small. So let's just confirm. I don't think it's that bad. We relayed the pitch as well, which helps. And our first match is going to be against Clyde, who I think... Did Clyde get promoted? I'm just waiting on this Bronski loan as well. Did Clyde get promoted from anywhere? Clyde. Oh, dumb, dude. They got promoted from League 2, but it was not... Oh, yeah, they did. They did 23-24. So maybe... Yeah, I guess League 1... the first year of the save. The first year of the save, they got promoted from League 2. Right? Bro, can I see... There we go. There's 23-24. Yes, they won the league in the first season of the save. And Forfar got relegated in the first season, in case anybody was curious what team got relegated. Hopefully they get a chance to come back up. But that's a kind of random, I think, to be honest with you. It's not completely random, but like... I'm not exactly quite sure how the team decides which team gets promoted out of the non-league. And Bronski accepts his loan to play midfield. I think we might use him out wide, to be honest with you. I think they're not going to like it, but I'm going to use him out wide some. But we do still need a wide player. I think it's a while till the transfer window ends. I don't think that's anytime soon. Yeah, we've got like a whole month and change until the transfer window ends to try to find a winger here. So let's just play these games. Ask Cudahy to welcome up Bronski. And I don't know if we're going to give him a game immediately. He's a very good player. He's still tired from whatever game he played before, which is obviously not the case for anybody else. Cudahy is not a Matsala. Cudahy is not a Matsala. Scullion is a... Is he the ball winner? I'd say he's the box-to-box, Scullion. Scullion's the box-to-box. Cudahy's the ball winner. Yeah, Cudahy's the ball winner. I really don't care what their star ratings are. Neither of their technicals are great, but I like them both as midfielders still. Bronski is obviously better than both of them and will be better than both of them. But he's not going to go yet. We'll wait to play him. Oh yeah, we've already given Matty Allen a start. He'll be a defend center back instead of a stopper. And Fergus Owens. Murray's going to start. Brennan's going to start. Smith is going to start. That's good. It's crazy that Smith isn't on loan. How did we get this guy on a permanent? How did that even happen? Remind me. Oh, yeah. Hearts just released him. That's right. That's right. James Hilton. So McKinchy and Patterson, that's all good. Patterson is not going to be an inside forward. That's goofy. But, yeah, this all looks good to me. Brennan really should be an attacking fullback. He just kind of is an attacking fullback. That's just his job. We have Sonker, Allen, and we have 3 options. And Fergus Owens at right-footed center back. So we have 3 options that we can put at that position on any given game. I'm sure none of them will have any issues with that. And Josh Grigor, Jesus Christ. I mean, Josh Grigor can play out on the right at least. Josh Grigor can at least play out on the right. So we can get playing time somewhere else. But we've got to give Dane Murray a day off one of these games too, even if he is our best player by a wide margin. And that 2-day break is tough. There's no 2-day breaks at any other point in the entire calendar year in Scottish football except for in the Viaplay Cup. It's really stupid. Can we have your thoughts on the Viaplay Cup draw? Kind of easy. What's happened so far? St. Mirren got a win, Clyde got a win, and Berwick and Livingston both lost. Okay. There's no easy matches. There actually are easy matches. I'm happy the way it's come out. Where do I think I'll finish? We want to win the group. I don't know who Ian McCall is. The Clyde's head coach. Screw that guy. I lost all my respect for him. I hate him. He's getting his excuses in. We literally relayed the pitch. He is getting his excuses in. These situations are always difficult. Appointment of new board. I love the new board. They gave me more youth recruitment. How important is it to start your group match with the victory? Very important. Scott Adams is slow, so no, he's not going to play that often. He's a depth guy. I don't, blah, 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 blah. Are we done? Are we done? St. Mirren's Ethan Sutherland? Who is this guy? Wait. Not a bad lone winger. He doesn't play both sides, though. I don't hate this subtle little recommendation from the game. We do need a winger. We have a lot of guys listed, though. Like, the part of the fun thing about playing at this level of Scotland is that there really are a lot of ways to get talent. I'm just not going to say anything. St. Mirren are our toughest opponent, yeah, without a doubt. I'm not going to... Dude, this is the longest press conference of all time. Yo. Alright, finally, we're back. Aberdeen beat Cowdenbeath. And the board are expecting a win, which is crazy. They really like our team. The fans and the board really seem to like our team. The projections from the fans at least seem to favor us. Henderson, Grigor, Hilton, Bray, Lemon, Rose, Mailer, Owens. I'm really tempted to bring Vronsky off the bench. I do want Fergus Owens on the bench. Mailer. Here, Grigor can... Mailer doesn't need to be on the bench. We can have... I just want to have Sankar on the bench, to be honest. Murray's whining about the coaching team. Kyle Semple, it would be nice to get a game, especially when Young is suspended for some reason. I don't know what he did. Here, you can go for Mackenzie Lemon. There, great. Mackenzie Lemon needs to go on loan. But Smith is still going to start. We want to win this game. It might be a preseason tournament, but it doesn't matter. We want to win this. We want to get I need frog in my throat still. We need to get a win any way we can here. And that's Lewis Mason, I believe. Oh, no, never mind. That's Jamie Mason. I've never heard of him before. Lewis Mason used to play for us. He was a very good striker for us in Season 1. Gillespie. And we submit the team, and here we go. Oh, my goodness. We have a lot of numbers to assign. All right. We'll be with you in a minute. Here, Lucas Smith. I think he's number 4. Brennan number 6 sounds right. And then everybody else is just like off the number scale. Mackenzie Ross can be like a 22. Fergus Owens is a center back. I feel like, I don't know, dude. 17. That's probably wrong. Kyle Semple, 16 is fine. Mikichi, he's an offensive player. We can give him a cool number like 21. Josh Grigor, he's a defender. He can get 13. Sonkor can get 19. Another defender, Matty Allen. Oh, no, he can't. What's a defender number? 51. There you go. Blair Curry, I'm an American. Please don't blame me. 99. There you go. You're the backup goalie. You get 99. McKenzie is pleased to be picked because our scouts hate him. Our scouts think he's completely terrible. Here we go. This is a match that we should be winning. Make sure that we do. Our fans expect it. I want a strong defense. I have faith in you. Quality finishing. Let's go. First game of the preseason tournament, the Viaplay Cup. Mostly our starting squad out there today. And I believe we're on key highlights right now. Yeah, we are. "21 minutes in, absolutely nothing has happened." That's because we're going cautious. Let's go balanced. I don't know why we're going cautious. We should be balanced or positive, especially with this formation. Let's be balanced for a while. Let's encourage them. And this kit clash is crazy. I cannot tell which team is which. Martignac, he used to play for us, definitely. Martignac to what? Oh, we get a turnover there. Gilmartin turning it the other way. I cannot tell which team is which, man. If you guys can, more power to you. Martignac clears it out. Kaba, Murray. If we make a mistake, I'm not going to be able to tell. Here's Matty Allen up to Scully. A nice play. Gilmartin, they get it out. McKenzie, can he cross it in? Ooh, very low cross, but it goes out for a throw. Let's be positive. Callahan curves it off the post. Young clears it. That was their first shot of the game. 0.7. One sec. 0.7 for them. 0.07 XG. Now up to 0.20 as they seem to be playing better since we've switched to positive, actually. Long shot from Callahan bounces off the head of one of our players. Young, the ball floats in, and Matty Allen gets a yellow for a handball in the box, and we're going to have to defend a penalty kick here from Gillespie, and Martin makes a great save. That's a huge moment here in this game, and let's take it off. I'm not even going to counter press. Distribute quickly might work well, though, in the rain especially, too, and I think distribute over opposition defense will be smart until the end of the half. Let's press a little less hard. Let's start early in the season. Martignac, another nice save by Martin. We're going on attacking, and we are not going to be working the ball into the box anymore. But I'm not happy with that first half, especially how it ended. That wasn't good enough. But Martin has had almost an 8 rating in order to stay. In order to keep a clean sheet here. We're hitting her. You know what? Yeah, we are going to hit early crosses, at least at the start of the half. I just want the ball up. I want the ball up with our offensive players. Look at the flow of the game. It tells the story right there. We had a decent start, but it was low-key. I'm going to take Patterson straight off the pitch for Hilton here. We'll put McKenzie as an inside forward on the other side, and Hilton is just going to attack. It's tough to take Richie off because he's a very good player, but Henderson is just better suited to the game. The tactic is built for our target man anyway. Let's see how we do now. I'm starting to be able to tell a little bit more of the difference between the teams over time. Kinnear clears the ball upfield. Smith, the left back. Up the pitch to McKenzie. Oh, and it's a foul on, what's his name, Waddell there, and a yellow card, Kerr Waddell. And Henderson steps up to the spot to take the penalty kick. Can Bonnyrigg Rose take a 1-0 lead? Yes, they can. Someone's yelling outside my room. Clyde missed their penalty, and we make ours. And it's a 1-0 Bonnyrigg Rose lead here in the second half, and we are obviously going to take it off. Attacking now. Allen is going to come out for... Let's try Suncor. Gregor will play right back, and he'll be on defend. I don't know if we get... No, we only get 5 substitutes, so these are real matches. These aren't really friendlies, because it's not unlimited... It's not even unlimited substitutes. We'll put on Bray, and I'll definitely pull those players back. We can't... It looks like to me like we've used all 5 substitutes game. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to praise them. It's been good. Especially in the second half, it's been a lot better. Since we haven't tried to work the ball into the box. Working the ball into the box in the rain is definitely not as good of an idea, I feel like. You kind of just have to go back to the sort of Scottish non-league hoof the ball up to the target man strategy, and that's definitely worked better here for us. But we have plenty of defensive things we can do to kill the game. And time waste, we're definitely going to pull the line back. I'm not sure about pressing harder, but we're also going to slow the pace down and stop doing that. I'll praise them once again. Hopefully they don't give up a goal after I praise them twice. Just going to double check. Can we make more subs? No. Okay, cool. So we'll go to counter, or cautious rather. And we need to change some roles here. The first thing I'm going to do is move you two back. I don't know what the hell that guy's done. A little glitchy. Little glitchy. Maybe I should be playing FM26. I feel like everything else about FM24 is better other than that. Oh my god. Grant Gillespie hits an absolute banger from like 30 yards out. 30 yards out. I was about to say 35. It's 30, apparently. And we are tied, and we just had the points snatched from us here at the death. We're going to have to go all out now. That was an... And after all that, I feel terrible for Patty Martin, man. After all that effort he put in, to lose it like that is heartbreaking. But we'll go box to box for Bray. McKinstry, I'm like, god damn it. All right, Smith. Smith is definitely going to... I mean, Smith isn't really an attacking fullback. That's not really his job. So you know what? We'll just put Scully in on support. But we have to be as direct as we possibly can be here and try to win this game. I think it stopped raining as well. We just have to try. Yeah, it did stop raining. We have to try as hard as we can. And I'm sorry, but to me, that's an unlucky loss if we lose. I mean, it's an unlucky draw, rather. Hopefully we don't lose. Hit early crosses, we're going to be even more direct. You know, I'm going to wait a little bit to be even more direct. I'm going to trust him to play for a little bit longer. But we do need to up the tempo. Nice play by Scully and Grigger. Up to Hilton. Makes a cross into the box. McKenzie, it's headed away. Out for a corner kick. We are going to take a higher pace. And then in a little bit, we'll be more direct. Okay, now we'll be more direct. And we're going to somehow... Oh, it's penalties. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's right. This cup does a 3-2-1 system. So... It's kind of like hockey, if you guys watch the NHL. There's a penalty shootout after regulation, and the team that wins the penalty shootout gets 2 points, and the team that loses gets 1. I think we'll see. I'll have my memory jogged when we actually see what happens. But there is an alternate point system. It could be that a team that loses a shootout... No. That team that loses a shootout doesn't get 2. I think the team that loses gets... 1, and the team that wins gets 2. That's my best guess. So let's order our penalty takers and stop wondering about that. Henderson's going to kick 4th. That's what I usually do. The best guy I usually put 1st or 5th. Gilmartin's going to go 1st. I'll have Hilton 5th. Henderson 4th. Dane Murray 3rd is a little risky, but yeah, Scullion and Murray can be 2nd and 3rd. They're kind of the worst. McKinstry can go after. He's not that bad. Then we can do Bray, Sunker, Smith, and then they can order it from there. Pep talk. I mean, let's say be confident and do your best. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. This normally works. I have faith in you. I have total faith in you guys. Penalty shootout. Bonnyrigg Rose versus Clyde. And Gilmartin bricks the first penalty. And I mean, it feels like that kind of game at this point after they made let's be real. After they made that ridiculous, oh, never mind. Martin with the save. I'm being pessimistic too quick. I'm being pessimistic way too quick, you guys. Scullion nails it. Let's go. 1-0 Bonnyrigg Rose. And Gillespie nails that penalty shot. Not surprising after that 30-yard free kick he hit to get us here. And Dane Murray steps up. That's impressive. I was unsure how Dane Murray would do. He is our best player. Allen. Martin goes the wrong way. Henderson. Ugh. I don't even know if that was on target, but I'm devastated. Cabla, I mean, this game has been heartbreaking. Patty Martin, yeah. Yeah, that's how this one's going. We're going to do the whole slow walk up like he's not about to shoot this thing into row 10. I have no belief in Hilton to hit this at all. Our backup right back. Hey, he makes it. Patty Martin. We need another big save from Patty Martin. He has had, this would be one of the toughest losses of Patty Martin's career, you'd have to imagine. Right here, after giving up that long free kick. Yeah. That's a tough one, guys. That is a tough one. That is a brutal one to lose. Jesus. It's just a preseason game. I actually am furious. I'm furious. I actually am really mad. That was really not good enough. I'm starting to rethink the midfield, to be honest with you. I think that might be the weak link. And yeah, you get 1 point for losing a penalty shootout. I'm just not happy. To lose to Martignac, to lose to Clyde, to lose a lead. It all sucks. Ennis Murray didn't show up at training. He doesn't like the coaching staff, even though we hired a new coach. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. He gets fined. You know, whatever. You know what? He's probably a better midfield. We might give him a start. I might start him right now. I don't even care. Like, we need midfield help. Scullion and Cudahy, they have good work rate and good stamina. And that helps in League 2, but I think they need a little more technical skill for me to really have faith in them. And even in Scottish League 1, I think, at this point. Get one over on Clyde. And we've got Livingston, basically no break between then and now. We'll see how up for this the squad is, even how much match fitness they have. I would expect Dane Murray to be the difference maker if we do play him. We'll see. Away, we might need to keep him out there. If we are the away side, it would probably be a good idea. They expect defeat against Livingston, so that's interesting. Maybe they're starting to tamper expectations for us a little bit. It seems like they've been a little too excited for us so far. We haven't had a super strong preseason, but I mean, it's a crazy level of competition. I think Clyde probably are one of the stronger sides in League 1. And then, of course, you have Hearts and Norwich City for some reason. It's still a very dumb friendly to be. So hopefully we can get one over on Livingston here. I wish we could play Berwick sooner. Berwick or non-league. We'd probably wipe the floor with them. I think we beat Livingston last preseason, but it's a different team now. I think they're more careful. I think teams are just generally more careful of us now. I think especially with Henderson and Gilmartin scoring like 50 goals between the two of them, teams are more sure who they're coming up against. And I don't necessarily know if Patty Martin is as good of a goalie or if we have as good of a midfield at this level as we did it in League 2, like I said. Squad number. Don't use squad numbers. Nobody gets a number. Bronski, rather. Bronski can be number 30. I'm just using random logic here, guys. You got to forgive me. Number 33. Scott Adams is a winger. You can be number 44. It totally makes sense. Niall Rogerson is on loan. Is Jay McGarville wanted by somebody on loan? Dude, go to Cowdenbeath. Get out of here. What are you even doing here? Go. So I don't even know if I want to give him a number. I want to loan him out. Plesowitz is wanted by 2 teams in League 2 on loan, and that is a very interesting decision because he is a very good striker. I'm going to give him a number. It's like a month till the deadline. So we're going to worry about that like next stream when we probably get to the transfer deadline. Ryan Marshall, number 50. That's cool. Let's do that. And this is a big, big game against Livingston. I would love a win here. We kind of need a win here. And they're going to set up with a bunch of defensive midfielders, and I am just going to attack. Then, therefore, I kind of want to not press as much and play defensive midfielders right back at them, to be honest with you. Patterson needs fitness. So you know who I'm going to put in? I'm going to put in. Where is that man? We have a very big squad. Dan Wishart, right here. Your turn. Dan Wishart, the veteran. Greg Young needs fitness, but Bronski, we're going to give Bronski a game because Bronski is the best midfielder we have, to be honest with you. We're going to give McKenzie another start. I'm going to put McKenzie on attack this time. We'll put Wishart on support. McKenzie has more technical ability. Patterson can be on the bench even if he doesn't have fitness. He's too good of a player. We'll put him in for Ross. We still haven't played Ross, unfortunately. I think Ross can probably play against somebody else. He's not a bad player, man. He'll get opportunities. We have a lot of strikers though. Scullion. That's right. Scullion is who I think I wanted Scullion as a ball winner for Cudahy in this game. I think we rely on Scullion just a little more. Where is Cudahy? Where did he go? I still want him on the bench for Bray. And I think we're going to go with Josh Grigor over Matty Allen. I want Grigor and Murray. I want Smith. I want a regular back four. Really. Scully and Bronski. This is pretty close to the best team we could play. But, yeah, Richie didn't play great in the last game. I want our target man up there. I want some size up top. And we're going to see Richie plenty. So, also benefit from that link they have. And only 3 attacking duties isn't enough. I'll worry about that when the game actually starts. Richie can come off the bench. Nah, you know what? We'll do Ryan McInnes. We'll give Ryan McInnes a look. I still like Ryan McInnes. Blair Curry backing up. Yeah, we should probably give Blair Curry a game at some point. Let's see what we're dealing with against Livingston here. Extremely fast striker and Noble. Teto, extremely good dribbler. Probably better than anybody we have. Bradley. So they've got a good attacking front three here. It's just that they're not really going to send. They're playing a really low block back here. Milna, dangerous player. We might want to honestly close him down too. You've got some really good players in the wing here. We might want to close down Milna as well. What's his rating? Where is Milna? What's his rating? 7.0? Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm going to. It's kind of crazy to close down both the wing back and the wing, but sure. Let's go. We need a win here. We need to win this game. This is our chance to exact revenge on Livingston. We must have lost against them. I think they're in the championship. I think we're making a real bold assumption here, going attacking against the championship team on the road. I don't really care, though. If they want to play a low block, I will oblige them. We need to win. If they're throwing me into a trap, I'm jumping into its maws willingly right now. I'm jumping into the maws of the trap, grinning gleefully. Score 3 goals and make me look like a genius, please. Encourage. Tranmere up 2-1 on Harrogate, if anyone wondered. I know you were all curious. Grigor bringing it up a little bit. Henderson, long shot. Whew. Makes George make a save. Crazy turn shot there by Henderson, our target man. And it does bring up a good point that we can play, our new star lone striker as a poacher, Connor Ritchie, but it would probably benefit us more to play him as a deep lying forward or a pressing forward or something where he can get more involved in the play. As I like these lines here from Livingston, finding seams in our defense very, very nicely. And that leads to a goal, 1-0 Livingston. That was a very good-looking goal from a team that we probably aren't expected to beat here. We're going to demand more. We should probably drop off a little bit more on our defensive line. And as the game gets going on, we should push a little higher. It's just that they're getting in so easy, and it's another nice goal by Stephen Bradley. And now I'm not really sure what to do. I think we should probably be cautious. Move that back. Like I said, drop off more. We should definitely press a little more often. But this seems relatively hopeless right now. But whatever. These are preseason games, and it's been a tougher preseason than most teams would ever have to face. Hopefully once the season gets started, we can get a little bit of a flow going as a team. But this has been rough so far. This has so far been a very rough preseason. We aren't playing too poorly. We've got, 0.3 XG for 0.58, but they're shooting from this is a problem with XG. They're shooting from kind of far out, but those weren't bad looks. They should probably have more than 0.5 XG. Whew. Henderson, good job to clear it away for another corner. And Berwick take a 1-0 lead on St. Mirren. That's very interesting. Non-lead Berwick taking a 1-0 lead on, as far as I know, Championship or Premier League St. Mirren. Probably Premier League. You know what? 8 first half shots isn't awful. We've been a little better than the scoreline suggests, but I'm just going to say I want a much better display because that was not good enough. I don't like being down 2-0. I think I am going to do this. We're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to set the passing a little shorter, be a little more attacking, try to take a little more control of the game, I think. I might even consider working the ball into the box, but I think we're going to try to work the ball into the box without really working the ball into the box. Just have a little bit more possession. Smith is already tired. And to be honest, I'd like somebody with a little more motor to run down the left wing. We're still down 2-0. McKenzie takes an injury. Scullion is exhausted. So we have changes we have to make. And Hilton for McKenzie. And this has been a pretty depressing game, to be honest, all things considered. We haven't really gotten involved in it. We've been able to keep them back since we dropped the defensive line off more. But let's hit early crosses and be a little more direct. You know what? I don't even think hitting early crosses is going to work that well against Livingston. I think we'll save that for later in the game. We pretty much have to have a higher press and honestly a higher line, even though I'm going to be real, we'll probably get scored on if I do that. We really have nothing to lose, kind of. I'll put Sonnegren for Brennan Grigger, and then we just sort of, I think the way to make up for that lack of attacking duty there is a support duty there. We only have 2 defensive duties, but again, we kind of have to throw caution to the wind. I think we kind of have to be positive as well instead of standard. Hilton to Henderson. Henderson running. Cudahy, lots of space to move into Wishart. Wishart can't put it away. And Wishart's on a 6.3, and that I think gives me some inspiration to put Patterson on for Wishart. And we are out of substitutions, so I'll just put Wishart on attack instead, put Henderson on attack as well. We'll have, who would have thought the attacking players on attack? But everybody out there is tired. Everybody out there is exhausted. I think we have to tell them to stop pressing so much. We can pull the line back there. Those guys are already on support. Hopefully, they can make something happen offensively. I'm having my doubts, though. We're tired. We actually really haven't had a bad game. We've outshot them. We've out-XG'd them. It's not bad signs from like a preseason perspective. Unfortunately, this is tournament play. Bronski, nice takeaway. Wishart can run with it. Wishart surrounded by 4 players, gets a ball up. They give it back to George. This could be a Livingston highlight, to be honest with you. Grigger out to Sonkor Bronski. Sonkor up to Bronski, playmaking in the midfield. Cudahy gets a nice burst of speed. Tries to get it away, and Murray misses the header. Noble easily recovers, and our best player, Dane Murray, misses a header like a goober, and we are down 3-0. One of the highlights of the save for sure. Great play, Dane. You could have just moved back. I literally told the defensive line to drop back more. And this dude is up here jumping for headers. Please explain that to me. What does drop off more mean to you? Drop off more, come all the way up to midfield, and then jump for a header. Was that a penalty? No, okay. Simple, free kick. And St. Mirren get back at Berwick. They went down. St. Mirren went down 1-0 to Berwick and came back 4-1. It's a bit of an unfair 3-0 scoreline, but we weren't good. We don't seem to have very many attacking ideas right now. They did not do themselves proud at all. Defensive performance has been unacceptable. Let's see what that looks like. Well, that's another crappy game, and McKenzie picks up an injury. 14 natural fitness, and he gets injured. I feel like McKenzie is kind of a cursed player. It kind of happens with your highest paid players sometimes. Like, he shows up, he's not as good as the scouts say. Oh, God, and Martin isn't allowed to play against St. Mirren at all. Oh, boy. I mean, we're home against St. Mirren, so we can at least be ambitious in that way. We can at least be optimistic. But, yeah, I think we're going to give Grieg... I mean, the thing is, Smith is a better player than Grieg Young, but Grieg Young is a veteran. I'm trying to rotate the side a little bit. We got to have Grigor and Murray out here. Murray just had a terrible game. We got to have Brennan out there again. I want this defensive line to have some kind of, chemistry, some kind of balance. Bronski and Scullion are probably going to play a lot of games together. What is Bronski's work rate? It's only a 9, but he's got 13 stamina. He's a tremendous player. Doesn't matter. He's a tremendous player. We owe him playing opportunities and the right to develop. Patterson, Wishart. McInnes, Sonkor, Cudahy. I mean, Scullion can play this position. We can give Cudahy a game there. Perfect. That works. Charleston King can come off the bench and play that right wing position. We need to give Mackenzie Ross a look at some point. Against St. Mirren seems a little wrong. I kind of want him to just be an advanced forward against Berwick in the last game. Oh, he's ineligible. So you know what? Yeah, I guess we can't just play Mackenzie Ross up top. But I mean, the much smarter move would be Connor Ritchie. I mean, Connor Ritchie is really an advanced forward. That's the guy who should be playing advanced forward. So we'll do that. We'll do Connor Ritchie. Mackenzie Ross can come off the bench. Batchelor hasn't been on the bench for him, but that's because he's sort of Henderson's backup. Patterson is going to go for Wishart. That's the obvious one. And I believe we'll put Patterson on attack as well. We'll be positive. We've got a nice defensive shape over here. We can put Bronski. It says Bronski wants to be a central mid on defend, which I kind of mess with that. And then Cudahy can just be a ball winner. So we kind of have two more defensive-minded players in the midfield anyway, which I kind of like against a team that's better than us. And so there's the starting lineup for the next game. And what I'm going to do that I haven't been doing, that I think we especially need to do here early in the season, is our tired players need to rest. Whoops, I didn't mean to... whatever. Those guys' vacations too. If I go one day. This does a lot more for renewing a player's condition than just sending them on a half intensity, or sending them on an actual rest does a lot more to revitalize them. Oh, here's Rory Ellis again. He was a good player for us. Don't necessarily know if he's League One standard. Jack McIver we always look at from Dundee. It says he's got a cheap transfer value. He's wanted on loan. Kind of lacks pace. He's another attacking option who lacks pace, and there's too many players in the Scottish leagues who lack pace. Livingston, they are a bigger and better team than we are. Blair Anderson did not have much luck in front of goal, but he wasn't actually that bad, I don't think. Yeah, sure, that one. Dane Murray made a really dumb mistake. Dane Murray had a really bad mistake on that header. He's injured. I don't care. Can we play the next game, please? I think I will send my assistant to the next... Well, we're playing St. Mirren. That's a big game. And we're at home. Dane Murray left his agent. Dane Murray got so mad at that header that he missed that he left his agent. His agent called him and was like, Dane, you can't be making mistakes like that. And he was like, I'm firing you. Essentially won top player odds from Football Radar. Ooh, so this is going to be good to look at. We have one of them. That's awesome. Connor Ritchie. 17 finishing, 13 pace. I mean, you can see why. On loan from Celtic. On a free loan from Celtic. Lewis Vaughan, yeah, this guy shouldn't be playing in Scottish League One. That's kind of insane. 13 pace, 15 stamina, 15 work rate, 17 teamwork, 17 flair, 18 determination, 16 corner, 16 penalty taking. This guy definitely belongs in the Premier League. Jack McMillan, this guy's good. He's not that crazy. I mean, he'd make our team. This guy's 18 work rate, 16 stamina. Yeah, Wraith Rovers are definitely the best team in this league. Wraith Rovers are the best team in this league, I think, on paper. We could take a look real quick at the preseason predictions, of course. Excuse me. Yeah, so we're projected to come fifth. We're projected to be about an average team. And yeah, Wraith Rovers are the odds-on favorites to win the title. They definitely have the most professional team in the division. They definitely are also literally a professional team when we aren't. Which, getting to that, that's something that I'm going to do this season as well. In general, we play every week, although there's cup games, take a break in that sometimes. Although you can see sometimes we have week-long breaks. I'm going to schedule friendlies for these because it's kind of the least that we can do is make sure that we're playing a game a week when we're literally in a league playing against professional teams who train all the time. Our training calendar is not full. We're a semi-pro team. Professional teams can train every single day. So they have that advantage on us, and the least I can do is schedule more games for the team to play on the weeks when we don't have games to give us some kind of fitness edge over the teams that can train full time. Jay McGarva, good. Cowdenbeath and Elgin City. I will accept both of those loan offers. We've been trying to loan him out. The only change they would make is Smith for Young, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of actually agree with that. I don't know why Smith wouldn't start this game. Lucas Smith. He is our best fullback. Lesowitz should kind of be on the bench here. Like, I feel like he's our best advanced forward option other than Gilmartin, who's ineligible to play. And Ross is guaranteed to start next game. We're starting him against Berwick. We know that already. So let's go with that. Pluskowitz scored a hat trick in his first friendly as well. We're expected to lose to St. Mirren. That is hardly surprising. Collective bonuses to be decided. I'm fine with those. Bonnyrigg Rose, players in last year of contract. I'm not worried yet. Tell me when it's 6 months. And these guys have connections all over the pitch, St. Mirren. They are a Premier League team, so we're going to have trouble here, even at home. This is a team with a lot of strong links. We are playing them here at home. 17 pace on this winger, CJ Hamilton. Jamieson, also 13 pace, 14 finishing. And I mean, our regular striker is on loan from this team and therefore cannot play in this game. Hakeem Ottofen, 14 pace. O'Hara, this guy just looks insane compared to anybody we've ever had on our team. Gajek, I thought Gajek was a center back. They have a Boubacar Low at center back. Okay. So this team is a lot better than we are. We should... I think we can start more direct, try to attack a little bit, relatively attack. I mean, we're not actually really attacking. We're not going to attack to start the match. We're going to be positive to start the match at home and try to hit them. I think we're probably pretty quickly going to have to adjust to being cautious. If St. Mirren have the actual level of talent, I think they do. I want to win every match. Go out there and make a difference. Make me proud, boys. Make me proud. Cuddy and Bronski in the midfield. Hopefully we can find a real midfield duo with Bronski and somebody else that works. we'll end up seeing who. I'm fascinated by what's going to happen to our tactics this season as we progress through League One. We have not looked great so far, playing this 4-2-4 that dominated League Two. Teams tend to play one striker formations, and Scullion has already twisted his knee to start the game. Lovely. So Hilton will come on, attacking right midfielder. We get a corner kick. Patterson. What can we do? Dane Murray. And it is a goal. We have a 1-0 lead. Dane Murray making up for that awful mistake in that last game where he missed the header to put Bonnyrigg Rose out front on a corner kick. Our inability to score from corners has been vastly exaggerated. And we're going to fall back to balanced here. And we're going to tell our line to drop off more like we did last game. And we'll go to a mid block instead of a high line. Just already. Smith, Murray. Can we do more here? Bronski. Oh, that's a bad giveaway. And now they've got numbers moving forward. Hamilton, shot. Patted away by Martin. Strain off the corner. Foster over the bar. And it's still 1-0 Bonnyrigg Rose. Martin up to Jamieson. This does not look good. That was not a good it was not good distribution by Martin there. Hamilton is about to score. Oh man. He banged that off the bar. That was almost a goal. And now it's right in front of the net again, and Oddfin makes no mistake this time. 1-1 St. Mirren. And that is tough to see for Bonnyrigg Rose. I think it's already time for us to go cautious. I think we need to start accepting that St. Mirren have a lot more control of the game than we're comfortable with. And I think we're going to need to actually slow the pace down. I'm honestly going to work the ball into the box. We're at home. I think we need to take control of the game. And I think we have a decent chance of being able to do that. We're going to press harder. Pressing harder and dropping off more is a weird combination, so we're just going to do that. I feel like since we dropped off more, we've actually been a little worse defensively. So let's just go back to normal and let's demand more from the team. And instead of looking at all the friendlies, let's look at the actual standings. Can we look at the standings of this competition? Viaplay Cup. Yes, we can. Okay, good. There's the scores from around the grounds of the Viaplay Cup. We are currently trying to survive in the Viaplay Cup. We also, and this is a big, big if we get to we're not getting to a penalty shootout. I don't know why I said that. 2-0. Yeah, 2-1. We're not getting to a penalty shootout. With that giveaway, we're not getting to a penalty shootout. No way. There's no penalty shootout here. Never mind. I forgot what I was going to say anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I forgot what I was going to say anyway. Who cares? If we get to a penalty shootout, we're not going to get to a penalty shootout. We're going to lose. Dressing room. I want a much better display in the second half. I actually don't. I think that's probably going to go about the same. The second half is probably going to go about the same way. I'm not going to change anything right now. Call me crazy. I don't know what countering is going to do. The only thing I'd really say is like regroup. Hey, when you give the ball away, regroup. Maybe, honestly, so that we don't lose 4-1. So we have some kind of a chance of coming back. We might even regroup when we lose the ball and counter when we win the ball, no? That kind of seems smart to me. Back and forth, back and forth. Try to get the team actually flowing together a little more. What change can we make? I feel like there isn't really a change yet. I just don't want Dane Murray to get sent off. Start the second half. Let's encourage them. Let's see what that does. Ooh, they liked being encouraged. All right, interesting. It's almost like when we encourage them, they like it. I don't understand that. Wait, Diamond. Who's Diamond? Who's this guy? 14 pace. He's all right. Oddfin, he already gave up a goal. I don't know why we aren't marking him. But we're uncautious, and pressing like this is clearly already tiring us out, so we'll just do that. I think countering is probably also tiring us out, having to go back and forth, as I said. So we'll just get rid of the regroup and the counter, to be honest with you. It seems like that's just tiring us out a little too much. It is also the preseason. This is interesting. We're still only one goal down. And that's why I'm thinking, because we're still only 1 goal down. And I kind of don't want to abandon the 2-striker formation. That's what I was thinking of doing. I'm going to put Semple in for Smith. That change just needs to happen. But we need to do something about the striker pairing. And that's where it gets weird. Henderson's been better, but he's also more tired. I'm definitely putting Plesowitz in for Richie, even if he's slower. But we'll have him be a poacher instead of an advanced forward, because that's not really his job. Charleston King is the only real advanced forward we have, and the truth is he isn't that good. It looks like we also don't have a right wing replacement. Well, Grigor can move over, and he's got more energy. Here, I'm not going to do that yet, but we'll take Brennan off in a minute. And we'll take Henderson off as well. But we continue. We're still uncautious. Martin with another not a great clearance. Diamond gets the ball. He's going to run with it. Cleared into Jamieson. That was entirely too easy for St. Mirren. 3-1. And this has just been a brutal preseason tournament for Bonnyrigg Rose. We are getting humbled here at a new level of the game. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like we are having a tough introduction to another level of the sport here. And we're just going to batten down the hatches kind of and try the best we can to damage reduce here. Matty Allen, and we'll just put J. Charleston King in for Henderson. Plesowitz can be a poacher up here. Charleston King will be an advanced forward. And we're just going to, honestly, our version of attack for the rest of the game. And hopefully nobody gets injured, because these guys are pretty gassed out here trying to keep up with a Premier League club. It just is kind of impossible when you don't have the facilities. I mean, literally, we are not a professional team. We're a semi-pro team. So I don't know how we could be expected to be able to keep up with a club like St. Mirren. Strain shoots wide. And hopefully we can get a win over Berwick in this next game. Oh, and a nice quick strike there by Plesowitz, proving his quality again. And we are only down 1 goal. That was pretty good stuff there by us. Look at this. Patterson, quick pass over to Cudahy. Cudahy into Pleskowitz. Pass Dawson for the goal. Quick shot. And I like that type of play. I think that's going to make me honestly take it off, hit early crosses. We're not going to slow the pace down. I like regrouping. But we'll go back to a higher line and pressing more often, because we're in this now. And I'll even put it on attacking here in a minute. Did we get an injury? No. 1 sec. And we put it on attacking. We'll demand more. And we're going to have to go even more direct. And I will go back to hitting early crosses. But this hasn't been the worst game against St. Mirren. It could have gone a lot worse than a 3-2 scoreline. And once again, we play a team from the higher divisions close. We don't get a win. We haven't beat a Premier League team yet, but it's another not horrible game. And I really don't think I can be too mean to the team after that, although Plesowitz made us look very good. He might start to get minutes, man. He's been so good in these friendlies. I am going to tell him I'm proud of their efforts. Let's go try to beat Berwick here. We've got one more game. We're clearly not advancing. We haven't made it out of the cup. St. Mirren or Livingston have both clinched, so we have nothing to lose in this last game against Berwick, who are bottom of the table, as we have been knocked out of the Viaplay Cup and Liam Scullion also injured. So this has been a tough tournament, man. This has been a difficult tournament for us. And we don't have much of a break before this game against Berwick, so we may end up fielding a more defensive side. Who's Nicky Watt? Who's this guy getting a loan from? He's not that good. Who got loans from? Okay. Ennis Murray has been disappointing in training. We'll talk to Matty Allen as well. Criticize his training. We'll praise Connor Ritchie. We can't praise his training. Okay, how about Patty Martin? Sure. I think he's not going to start this game, though, unfortunately. I think Blair Curry will start this game. Is Blair Curry our proper backup? Yes, he is. So Blair Curry will start this game. We'll give Fergus Owens a start like we said we would. Plesowitz will also start this game, definitely. We'll give Sonkor a start at the other fullback position. Charleston King will start it on the wing. Kind of doing a backup squad here. Bapty can get a start on the left. Murray can get a start in the midfield next to Bronski. And honestly, that might become more common. I might start trying to give Ennis Murray more shots. Gil Martin will be on the bench. Smith will be on the bench. Let's have Dean Watson instead of Hilton. Let's have... I do want to give Cameron Forbes a shot. Let's give Cameron Forbes a game. Kyle Simple should be out there for... Let's do for Gregory. He plays plenty. Roski, Connor Ritchie, and Puskowicz, the strikers. That's right. We were going to have... Where was it? Mackenzie Ross was going to play instead of Connor Ritchie. Again, Connor Ritchie plays all the time. So it's a pretty simple lineup. Hopefully we can take care of non-league Berwick Rangers and get ourselves a win here in this tournament. It would be embarrassing if we went 0-4. We didn't go 0-4. We got a draw, but we even lost the draw on penalties. So we're definitely going to start positive here against Berwick. Our team morale is not looking fantastic right now. But we'll just have a bit of a standard offensive strategy there. But we're going to distribute quickly. We're going to counter. We'll definitely counter press. And we'll just play a high line with a high press. And try to show them some real proper football. And finally get to play against the team that we're more talented than for once. Which has been pretty sparing here. Especially in the regular season. Which is why I've said I'm going to schedule us some extra friendlies over the course of this season. Both to give us some games against easy competition and to make up for the gap we have in fitness to other teams in the league. The fans expect a win. Don't let them down. I want solid defense. I want to take control of the midfield. I want quality finishing. Let's go beat Berwick Rangers in what will be the last game of this short stream, this afternoon/evening. And next stream we will start the regular season proper and do the transfer deadline. Because we've already been eliminated here from the Viaplay Cup. We only have We only have one game left here against Berwick. We have no points in the standings. We only have 1 point. A lot of the backups out there today are backup goalie, backup strikers, but we're getting an interesting look at two very talented backup strikers. 12 minutes in, no action so far. Here, Suncor stands over the free kick to Owens. The other center back. Quick passing to Pleskowitz. Charleston King gives it away. Kay punts it up the field. Falls to Bronski. Back to Owens. Mailer, nice pass. Charleston King up the wing. Taken away. Ooh, that looks like a penalty to Pleskowitz. They don't call it, and I believe Ross fires it wide. We almost scored there as well. I think we hit the post there. I wasn't quite sure what I was watching. Let's go attacking. I feel like we have a good grasp on this game right now. I don't even know if I want to distribute it quickly. And I think maybe we should be a little more direct before halftime, especially if we're attacking. Let's go positive and direct for a while, actually. Now that I think about it. And, okay. I'm nervous here, guys. And we're down 1-0 to non-league Berwick. Great. That's really awesome. That's really awesome, dude. We're down 1-0 to a non-league team. Great end to the preseason here. Murray across to Patterson. Ross up on it. Hopefully passes and doesn't shoot, but he shoots, and we waste the opportunity. I'm going to berate them. We're losing to a non-league team. I mean, we've played better than them, but we've played well in every game, and we don't have anything at all to show for it. Bapty to Patterson. Dumped into Charleston King. That's not a highlight. That's not a highlight. That's not anything. Curry. Punch the ball deep. Bronski gets it back, thank goodness. He's playing very well. He's tired, though. It's taking the energy out of him to play as well as he is. Eskowitz gives it away so cheaply. I guess that's what happened when you have 7 pace and bad passing. Ball falls to Curry. I'm not sure exactly what this highlight is going to lead to. Curry punts deep, and it falls right to Pleskowitz, who slots it into the corner of the net, and it is 1-1 Bonnyrigg Rose. Listen, sometimes you just got to get the ball up there and hope for the best. And it's not a great first half. I'm not very happy with that. I'm going to say I don't like what I just saw. And we're going to come out attacking as much as we possibly can here in the second half. And we're just going to try to beat them. We're just going to try to beat him. I don't know why Pleskowitz is a target man. But we fixed that and we entered the second half demanding more. I do not want to lose to this non-league opposition. Bapty almost scores a nasty free kick from outside the box. Sneddon, Charleston King taking it. Slide tackle in midfield. Bit of a strange start to the highlight. Patterson crossing from deep. Nothing there. Ball bounds around the box. Nothing really in that. A little bit of a dangerous looking situation with the ball. That's about it. We'll fall back to positive for a sec. Lower the tempo. I'm going to try to work the ball in the box for no other reason other than try to get control of the game here for a minute. Just get a little more possession even. And then we can stop doing that and go back to being higher tempo. But we're also going to want to be more direct eventually. But we need to make substitutes here. Patterson is going to come off for Wishart. Gilmartin is going to come on for Ross, who has not been very impressive, sadly, in his debut. Allen will come on for Owens. And we're going to have Forbes come on for Bronski. Cameron Forbes looked very good on loan last year. We'll see how he does in his first appearance of the preseason. Berwick. Is it another more throw-in danger here for Bonnyrigg? McIntosh, we clear it nicely. Up to O'Connor. Gilmartin trying to chase him down. Kay. Gilmartin gets the ball. Bapty. Pass it up to Gilmartin, who's got lots of space. Gets the angle. Fires. Onside. 2-1 Bonnyrigg Rose. And we finally have a lead in this tournament. It's 2-1 Bonnyrigg. We have worked very, very hard to establish ourselves and get this lead. I am happy right now. And now we can calm down and play our game a little more. I'll even fall back to a regular 4-4-2 in an effort to win this game. That's how you know. That's how you know I am just trying to win. And we're going to praise them. They definitely need to be praised for finally being able to get a lead. Because it has been tough times all tournament long here for Bonnyrigg Rose. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Okay, good. Gilmartin gets the ball. We clear it out. Preskowitz is somehow onside. It gets the angle and scores. He is onside. And it's 3-1 Bonnyrigg Rose. Nice piece of cherry picking there by Pleskowitz. Classic non-league stuff. Nice assist by Forbes on his first appearance. And we beat the non-league team with the non-league tactics. You love to see it. We get 3 points here for a total of 4 points on the tournament. Not a completely disgusting tournament result. I am disgusted with us not winning the entire group like I thought we would. But, last year we were coming off, we were sort of on the ascendancy last year. And I mean, we literally are on the ascendancy this year, having just been promoted. But it's different. It's different being, the fourth place team in League Two and then coming into a season just sort of a whole class above the rest of League Two and being able to use that confidence to blow out League One and championship teams to, coming up into League One and having to deal with an entirely higher level of competition in almost every game. So it wasn't a good tournament for us. We get knocked out in the group stage. But the last game went well, especially the last half of the last game. And I've especially really liked what I've seen from Plazewski here in the preseason. Gil Martin also hasn't looked bad. There are promising pieces here, but we still desperately need to figure out our attack. And I'm beginning to sort of rethink my tactics here as well. Thinking about having a third tactic, a more defensive tactic, in addition to, because our two tactics are both pretty offensive in terms of their basic structure. So I would rather have a more defensive tactic here for us to play, preferably with fullbacks. Probably not a 5 at the back, but maybe. But probably something with defensive midfielders and only one striker for us to play a little more conservative and be able to control games and be a little more low scoring. But next stream, we're going to start the season. We've got a really tough first game against Wraith Rovers, so it could be another tough result there. Adrionians, I believe the team is called, are another tough result. Who knows who we get in the first round of the Cup. But like I said, we have lots to do in the next stream. We're going to have the transfer deadline in the next stream. Hopefully we can get that lone winger that we've been looking for. And we're going to start the season. So leave a like, leave a sub, be back for the next stream. That should be tomorrow, but we'll see. Might be later tonight. It really depends. Stay tuned, throw a like, throw a sub, and we'll be back for the start of, I believe this is season 3 now with Bonnyrigg Rose, only my second season streaming this save. But we had a blast last season, even though we've had a pretty rough go of it here at the start. It's a really high level of competition. I wouldn't actually expect us to beat Hearts, of course. We lost to Hearts last year. Norwich we're obviously not beating. Clyde is disappointing. We took them to penalties. Livingston are a championship team. We had a bad game, but that's on the road. St. Mirren, 2,000 tickets sold, and we only lost them by a goal. We go on the road and beat non-league Berwick. But like I said, we are a semi-pro team in a professional league this year. So we are going to schedule some friendlies for this team. Scattered throughout the season, basically to keep up the fitness gap with the rest of the league. That's all. Like and subscribe, and tune in next time for more Football Manager. Peace out, you guys.